Hey, good morning to you. I hope you're having a great morning this morning. And I want to talk to you for a few minutes on the topic of duct tape, baling wire, and other temporary fixes. I don't know about you, but I grew up in an era and with a dad who was the king of jerry rigging, meaning he could fix just about anything with duct tape, baling wire, some random screws. The interesting thing about it is most of those fixes were temporary and they weren't long lasting. And so they might hold things together for a few minutes or a few days or a few months, but ultimately they end up having to be redone over and over again. And so one of the things that you're finding right now, people are all excited about some of the help that's coming from the government. However, if you dig deep, what you find is really what we're dealing with is band-aids or duct tape or baling wire. Even the stimulus checks that are coming out. Granted, they're going to help people get through some tough times. What most people don't realize is they're simply an advance on future tax refunds. What we don't realize is the government is putting out trillions and trillions of dollars, and as with anything else, the more of something that's in the atmosphere, the environment, the less valuable it becomes. And so we're going to see our dollar decreasing. We're going to see our dollar weakening because we are constantly running the printing press. When we look at the fact that people have been out of work for length of time, 4, 5, 6 weeks, months, maybe even years. There's going to be long-lasting effects of those things. I think we're going to see businesses that don't reopen. We're going to see industries that don't come back with the strength they once had. And so part of what I'm encouraging you to do right now is not think about band-aids, but think about lasting solutions. What is changing in the current environment? What is changing in the marketplace? What is changing in the way Americans go out doing business, the way they interact? What kinds of places are they going to go? What are going to be their habits coming forward? A couple of things that obviously stand out. People are focused on the essentials. What we're going to see is because people are concerned monetarily, they're not going to spend on extra things. They're not going to necessarily pursue the luxuries, certainly not in the short term. What's going to happen long term is people are going to be more focused on making sure the essentials are in place. Even the other day, my wife was asking me if we should plant a garden. We've never planted a garden, but now's the time to be thinking about that because the ability to go to the store at a moment's notice and pick up what we need may not be there. What a lot of people don't realize, and they're now finding out, is we use just-in-time delivery for most of our consumer items. And so if the truck doesn't run on a particular day, the shelves go empty. There are no essentials to be had. And so you've got to be thinking about, what am I going to do differently to make sure that I don't enter into those shortfalls? The same thing also applies when we look at how families are going to support themselves. It may not be just a single job that mom or dad has anymore. Mom and dad may have to find multiple ways of creating household revenue to support themselves. And so the question becomes, what are you doing towards that end result even now? So part of what I really am trying to commit myself to during this time is helping people figure out what is their strategy moving forward. Examining where you're at, examining the vulnerabilities that this current time of crisis is revealing to you, and then helping you figure out what are the next best, most appropriate steps forward in light of these current circumstances. So if you would like to have a one-on-one session where we just talk through where you're at right now, reach out to me. Let's get that scheduled, and I'm going to show you some things that you may want to consider, some things that may make this journey easier for you, may help you keep the essentials on hand, may help you bridge financial gaps that you're having. And let's talk through ways that you can become more solidified in the days to come. I'll be talking to you later today. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.